Okay, in this video, we are going to learn about taking inputs. So, obtaining user inputs is really essential for our code. So, that's how we can get the inputs to our program. So, here I have created a new script. So, to run this script, I right click and run inputs. So, here it has nothing to show. So, let's consider how we can take the input. So, to take the input, you can use the input function. So, you can just type input and it will uh, take the input. So when you click run, and now it's running, and you can see that the process has not yet stopped, but the cursor is blinking here in the run console. So if I enter something like this, you can enter it here and press enter key, then the code will stop running. So when there's an input, it waits for the user's input. So similarly, if I comment this input, you can see that when I click run, the process finished, it says. So but if I uncomment this and run, it waits for the user input. So here you can't see anything, but it waits. So here you can type anything and press the enter key. So that's how we can get the input, but here we are not using it. One more example, one more important thing is that this input function contains something called the prompt. So you can type any string or text here. Please enter the data. So let's say we write this, and if I click run, it says please enter the data. So here again the cursor is at the end of this, so you can type here whatever you want. So if you need a space over here, that must be included in the text that you have given for the prompt. So when I press the enter key now, the process ends. So if you want a space after typing, so you can add that space, or if you want a colon something, you have to add it purposely. So once adding all this, I will run. So now you can see that it has a space, a colon and a space. So you can now enter the data you want and press enter key. So one more thing that we need is like the back uh, new line character, so that you need to enter the data in the next line. So to do that, you can add the new line character. New line character can be added by forward slash and n. So it means that it adds a new line after printing all this text. So if I run this now, you can see that the cursor is now here, not here. You can't type it here, it will automatically jump to the bottom line. So you can enter like this, press enter. So that's how we can use the input function. So but we have done nothing regarding our input. So how to obtain this input? So what the user type can be saved to a variable. So in that case, you have to use something like this. So let's say we will erase this. First we have to make a variable. So let's say data equal, you can type the input function. If you want a prompt, you can give a prompt, please enter the age, let's say. So once this is done, you can add a colon and space, and if I run, please enter the age. So here you can add 5 maybe. So it took 5 and saved the data. You took the input from the user, which is 5, and saved that to the data variable. So in order to visualize this again, you can use the print command. So print, let's say we will do an F formatting. The data you entered was, let's say, data. Maybe we add something colon. So we call the data variable. So let's run. Let's type the input now. Let me say So we are asking for the age, so let's give a number 56 and press let's type 56 and press enter. So the data you entered was 56. So in that way we can use the input function to store data in a variable. So this data can be later used for our different purposes. So this is the basic explanation regarding using the input function in Python. Thank you very much for watching.